23. You know, ever since I think when he beat Samir Mumembe over in Hull, and I said to Eddie, I said I'd love to have boxing back in Leeds, and Eddie said, well, we might just have the guy here. He sells 1 or 2 tickets. It's been an absolute joy each and every time coming up here as he moves closer and closer towards a world title shot. Now, the fight with Lee Selby hasn't happened, and it may happen in the future, but Josh has got a big test in front of him instead of Lee Selby. In comes Patrick Hyland. We've known the Hyland family a long time. Patrick's a real quality operator, a very good fighter who's fought at a higher level. He's got extreme experience in America. He's won 31 of 33. And I know he's always wanted this fight with Josh Warrington. Patrick, let's start with you. Obviously, you're coming off the defeat to Gary Russell. Gary Russell, a world superstar. It was a gamble doing it. What have you learned from that? How do you assess how you go forward? And how have you been preparing for what's in front of you with Josh on Saturday?
Yeah, I've been preparing well. What I've learned from the Russell fight, not to fight southpaws again. But now I'm just prepared really hard, really strong for this fight. Because I know the engine that Josh, brings into the ring, and I gotta, match that and trade away with him.
I know you're under Pascal Collins now, who's a real improving, emerging, powerful trainer out of Ireland, and it's obviously a good feel there. There's good fighters, there's good sparring, a good camp. Yeah,
it's a great gym. There's the likes of John O'Carroll, Stephen Ormond, all around the same weight, so we all get to mix up in there all the time. But the banter in the gym is what you need as well, and you like going to the gym and you're enjoying going to the gym, but you're not enjoying coming out of it. That's the main thing for myself. So yeah, working with Packy has been great. Since last October I started with him, and he settled me down, changed 1 or 2 things with my work, and that's really it. And we've been working hard together.
Obviously, you've seen a lot of Josh Warrington. We all have. How do you? I mean, he seems to have improved for us each and every fight. There don't seem to be a lot of weaknesses. What do you do to try and get on top of him, prevent that work rate, prevent that sort of bundle of energy coming towards you? What do you do to negate that and get your own tactics out?
Hit him hard, slow him down. Well, that'll be the plan, anyways. Hopefully, with my little bit of punch power I have, might slow him down a bit. I see as a young bull versus the old bull. The old bull has to have some good tricks.
Do you think it's one of those real old-fashioned clashes, which is going to be a great 12-rounder?
Yeah, I do see it. I don't like taking a step back, and we all see Josh's fights. He just keeps coming forward, and with that engine. So I'm looking forward to it, and I think the fans will be in for such a good treat.
I think so. I think it's a really interesting match. Josh, obviously you've seen a lot of Patrick over the years. He's from fighting stock. His quality. The quality in his corner as well. And obviously you've had to probably deal with a slight disappointment of not getting a world title fight just yet, Selby or somebody else. But this is vital, isn't it? This night on Saturday for you.
Massively vital. I mean, a bit disappointed we not got the Selby one, but Patrick comes in. It's another tough test. We've had to keep 100% focused, and definitely the toughest fight to date. I can't even look past this one and start talking about world title fights if I can't beat Patrick. Patrick's mixed at world level before. He's only lost to the very best. He's been about forever, and he's a very tough man, but we're training hard and we want to keep on going forward, so I'm going to give it my all as always on Saturday night.
He's 32, you're 25, the momentum obviously is with you and your career. Do you think that will prove vital, as well as obviously the huge support that you get, which must sort of give you that extra burst of energy if you need it on the night?
Yeah, it's spring chicken against the wise man. Saying that is, they say one of the last things you lose is your power. We all know that Patrick carries a bit of a bang, so I've got to be switched on. But it's going to make for a great atmosphere. The fight's going to be brilliant. Patrick's got a few fans coming over. You've got boys coming over from all. Dillian and Dave Allen have attracted people from all over, so it's going to be all good old tutti frutti in that crowd, and I'm looking forward to it. Actually, I'm going to ask you if if you try to get Sky in changing room so I can watch a couple of fights before I go home myself.
We'll do our best for you.
But yeah, it's going to be a good night.
I think it will be. Have you been around selling tickets as always and engaging yourself with the locals, who I know you love?
Yeah, I had my card reader out on late on Wednesday night. Got a bollocking off my dad saying I should be in bed. But we're out selling the final couple of tickets. But yeah, you know, support's always brilliant. You know, they come out in the thousands and the thousands. You know, the noise they generate it's unreal, and you know, Patrick's in for a good treat. You know, he's boxed on the massive cards all around the world. He's been introduced to Buffer before, so he's not, you know, he's not scared of the big stage. But you know, it's going to be an atmosphere on Saturday and something new to him.
You're not scared?
I've never fought in a crowd like this one, but
no, it's a good crack. It's always a good party atmosphere.
Hostile.
Very hostile. Yeah, don't take it personally. They're just there to make a lot of noise for myself. They love everyone really, but you know, when on fight night, it's just got to make some noise for the boys, aren't they?
That's it.
I know you've got an important summer ahead of you as well with your wedding to Josh, and once that's done and you're sort of thinking about the world titles in the future, and you take care, if you do, of Patrick on Saturday night, where do you see that and when the big fight's happening with Lee Selby, or you know, maybe a Carl Frampton if he can pull off the win over Leo Santa Cruz on Saturday as well? It's a fantastic time for this featherweight division. Do you think that you can sell Ellen Road next summer? Is that the aim? Yeah,
100%. I mean, I don't want to talk about too much about fighting for the world title until Saturday, because it'd be disrespectful to Patrick. You know, I've got this tough test in front of me, but after this fight, you know, the next big fight I want to be in, you know, come through it all right on Saturday is a world title. You know, last few fights have all been at like fringe world title level. So you know, get my wedding and that out way, and there's no other fight I want. If we can make it to December time, so, you know, could sign up against anybody. I think if we bring a world title, a world champion to Leeds, you know, it'll sell out. Obviously, we'd like to fight the Welshman. You know, I'd love to punch him in the mouth, try to shut him up a bit. But you know, it's all about the next one. You know, I'm ranked #1 in WBC. You know, with the WBO, like I say, Carl Frampton with WBA. So there's other possibilities to go down. He's not the only one. But you know, let's get Saturday out way first.
Really good to see the respect between you and Patrick, but I am going to ask you finally for a prediction. Patrick, how do you see it going on Saturday?
Myself, Hyland win, of course. If a knockout comes, it comes, but looking at points win anyways.
And Josh?
I'm going to try to slide cricket back into the ring. He's a tough man, I might need it, but no, as always, you know, go in there, throw 500 punches around, come away with Josh Warrington, win, and first round on Patrick, and Bowser after.